Thanks so much for stopping by. Let's play with this week's Friday freebie. Over on my Facebook group, I try to put out a freebie every Friday or Saturday, some weeks, that's what happens. And this is the one for this week. It was February 10th, 2023. Totally, completely inspired when I saw Michelle at Your Crafting Source and her gang making Tanya Samuel's last folio. Love Tanya Samuels, she's a genius, and I loved this page in her folio. So I was making one for myself and thought, well, I should just make it for everybody. And that's what I did. So you get 3 pages. One is this page that has these 2 cards, journaling cards. One is this tag, and then there's these skaters. And this is the second page, which I printed on the back. I kind of wish that I had printed this separately and glued them together to make these pieces a little sturdier, but I didn't, so there you go. And then there is this piece, which is 1 pocket and then a second pocket and some little tabs on the inside. So that is available on my Facebook group. If you'd like to come over and join, I'll try to link it up there. You're more than welcome to come and play with us. We'd love to have you. Just make sure when you ask to join that you do answer the questions, because that way we know you're a real person. So that is that. This is what it looks like made up. Sorry for the glare. It would glue on your journal page, and there's 1 pocket there, and that's a Monet painting. Well, not an actual one. A reproduction of a Monet that I love. Very wintry. And then I have this ad for Highest Award World's Fair Skates, and that's from Julie at the Old Design Shop. A lot of these other images are from Julie or from the Graphics Fairy. And so that's that pocket. And then there's this other pocket glued on the front, and I've got the skaters in there with, you can't really see, but I've got some confetti and snowflakes in there. And then there is this tag. I don't have it glued down yet. That's why I'm holding it. This tag comes out, and there's all this writing room and fabulousness. And that slips right back in there. All right, so that is what we are working for, and you can do this going either direction. You just sort of need to decide at the beginning if you want the pockets facing to the left or to the right, and that's going to affect which way you put these pockets, and therefore where you put this pocket, if you see what I mean. So it can go this way as well. You just have to glue this top pocket on the other direction. So let's get this out of our way. And I did go ahead and pre-cut just because it's just cutting out pieces, and that didn't seem very fascinating at all. So here we go. I have all these pieces, and I think this time I'll make the pocket go the other way just for fun. And I'm going to go ahead, and you can score these pieces if you'd like to. I am way too lazy for that, so I just eyeball it. And that often gets me into trouble, you know. I will, of course, link Tanya's channel down below. She has fabulous ideas. She is the queen of the folio. And I learned that at Michelle's the other night. Actually, I think everyone knows that she's the queen of the folio. She is just so creative. So this is super fun, and it'll be really handy in my journal. So that's going to go that way this time. And then we have this one. We'll also fold it on the inked lines. I did go through and re-ink some of my edges just because my sloppy gluing lopped off the ink that was on the original. And when I cut out the window of this piece, I inked around that as well. Totally optional, up to you. On the original one, I used walnut stain ink, in case you were curious. Okay, so we're just folding that little piece down. And that fold is only to reinforce the pocket. Oh, that's a bad folding job. This one, because things are going to be going in, coming out, going in, and so I wanted to leave a little bit of an edge there to fold down, just to make it a little stronger. And then we'll get this one folded over. Very shoddy folding job, yes indeed. But you get the idea. You're just folding along the inked lines. Right, so I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this, get my little glue page out. Oh, there's our friend the monkey thing again. I didn't test my glue. Uh-oh. What will happen to us? Okay, so just run a little bit of glue. Oh, squishy glue. Squishy. Oh no. It's everywhere. Come on, Uhu, why are you so squishy? I just pressed down too hard. I think that's it. Okay, so we've got that folded down. I'm going to set it aside because of all that extra glue I just put on there. So if we want our pocket openings on the left, this is going to have to go over here. And I know it's a lot of blue, but this time of year, everything is so icy and it just makes me think blue. And I made sure to make this non-directional so it could go either direction. So we're going to have this pocket there. Now you have a number of choices. If you want to keep it really simple, you can just, well, you could just glue this piece right in and have your little skaters right there. Don't have to mess around with the packaging or anything. Totally up to you. I like how the sequins came out, and I was thinking about making a shaker pocket, but then it just got too complicated for my tiny brain, so I didn't. So I have this, which is just a piece of packaging. It's like the bag that something came in. I think it was a little note card set from Michael's. So we'll just cut this down a little bit. That'll be enough. Uh-oh. Oh, I did. We may not be having any packaging. Rats. I cut it badly. Hold on, let's see if we can find the rest of that bag. Oh, the rest of the bag has printing on it. I don't think I want that. And I don't have another one handy. So if you want to put some packaging in there, go ahead. Do whatever makes you happy. And then after you put the packaging in, you can just put your skaters in. Or any other image that you want. You can combine these with other things. It is part of my winter digital kit, which hopefully is going to come out eventually. It's slow going and everything. But you can combine it with other pieces that you have. Does not have to be these. Okay, so then our packaging would be in place. Ooh. Gosh, and I cut this one close too. What the heck is my deal? There we go. I like that. And then if you wanted to, I glued it to my ratty underpaper. I have these little snowflake sequins. Oh, the lid's already off. Gosh, Brooke, wake up. And I'm just going to put a couple of those on because I think they're super cute. Put one right there. And let's go crazy and put two on. I love this little bottle, but the little waggly tail makes me crazy. There's that. Oh, I really like how those look. I would have liked it with the plastic, but it's easier for you guys to see, so maybe that was a good thing. And then I've got some little blue sequins too. Just because I like things in uneven numbers. There's one. And do I like that? I think maybe I want two more of those. So let's put one right here and one right here. Grab those. There's a light blue one. I want the light blue one. These sequins are super old. It's a mix that's really pretty, and I can't remember where I got them. Something posh? Pretty posh something? I think they're pretty well known in the card making world because they are for shakers. Oh, come on, get on there. Okay, so I like that real well. So we'll just give those a second to set up. I'm going to close my sequins because you know I'll whack them and they'll go flying while we're waiting for that to dry a little bit. Boy, these containers are handy, but they're not very good at closing. Okay, so close this up. And we've got our two little journaling cards. And again, I put the paper in the printer backwards so it didn't print all the way to the edge, but those should be printed on both sides. And they're going to go that way in the pocket. So these are the two little circles. They're 1-inch circles. I just punched them out. And I'm thinking they would make really cute pulls. So let's put some glue on there. Try not to put all the glue in the world again. Don't press so hard, Brooke. Don't press so hard. And put that right over the top. Try to get it in the middle. Pretty close. And I might go around and ink all those edges too. So there's that one. And here's this one. Just kind of folding it in half-ish. Yep, still press too hard. I never learn. And we want it on the left-hand side, making sure I didn't have it upside down. Okay, so that one's going to be for that pocket. Put the lid on that. And then let's see, are these set up enough that we can... I think so. So I'll turn my glue paper over, and then just going to fold these guys in and fold that guy up. Put just a little bit of glue right here and right here. Enough to catch this. Make sure that flap is good. And then we can go around all three sides. I did not check to see if I wanted to ink it, but you guys know how to ink. You don't need to watch me do that. Go on this side. Oh, see what I mean about this thing? It's crazy. Okay, so then we'll grab our pocket that we made. Put this where we want it. Oh yeah, I could have used some inking around that, around this pocket, just to make it stand out a little more, but that's okay. Okay, so this pocket is glued down on its three sides. We've got our beautiful tag. Just gonna slide that right in there. Look at that, it fits. I didn't go too crazy with the glue. That's spectacular. And then our tag is pretty much done, or our pockets. You would glue these three sides and put it down on your page, and then your journaling cards, or whatever else you would like to have, go right in there. I thought they'd be really good size for pictures. You could slide pictures in there and do journaling on the back, you know, put these on the back. It's catching. There we go. Just all kinds of options for what you could possibly do. And I think just for something different, because I don't use it often enough, I am going to get out my Stickles or Nouveau drops. These are jewel drops. What color is this? I don't know. Does that look too green? This, I think, is a little too vivid. I think I'm going to go with these. These are jewel drops, so they're not shiny. They're just little drops, and I like them a lot. And I'm thinking, oh, might go right across the top. Just for something else interesting. Well, I think I should have shaken these up. I have not used them in a while, and they look a little watery. Maybe I'll just go right around the edges of our frame. I like the color. It's very subtle, but I think it's going to look pretty when it dries. Been trying to remember to use these more. Silly to have them and never use them. Well, I'm concentrating really hard. All right. Wipe that little snout off. And that is it, you guys. You can go as far as you'd like or make it really simple like this one. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for coming to play with me. And make sure to post what you make with it on the Facebook group. I hope you all have a really lovely day. And if you're new here, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'm hoping you might think about subscribing. Come join the Facebook group. I'm pointing madly because there'll be links and cards. So thanks so much, you guys. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.